Today on our journey through Mexico, we're going to discover movie-like landscapes, deserted roads, and the traditions that have been preserved throughout history. On the route we're taking today, you won't believe the places I'm going to show you. But first of all, we came to Real del Monte, which is a town that was also founded under English influence. And here there's a cemetery from the year 1851 that literally looks like something out of a movie, built especially by the English. This town also originated through mining. The English brought steam technology, and believe it or not, they say that soccer was born here in Mexico. They built one of the first soccer fields here in Mexico, and then, well, it started spreading throughout the whole country. Here, mining work was very intense, and they extracted gold, silver, and copper. Look at this place, look at this church, every detail of this town. Look at these little streets, these buildings, it's fantastic. It's like you're literally in a movie town. It's all slopes and cobblestone streets. Now we're heading to the English cemetery, or pantheon as they call it here. Here in Mexico they call the cemetery a pantheon. I think this is sending me all over the place. Oh no, but this isn't for cars. Wow, where are we going? Is this a path or for motorcycles? The thing with Osman, which is the one I use, is that it often sends you down trails, like it's trying to get you to take them. No, it was actually for motorcycles. Good thing, or we would have been in real trouble.
Well, at least we took a shortcut to get to the cemetery.
It's great, but there's little room for error since going off to the side means ending up in a ditch. Hello? Here, yeah. Let's be careful. Ah, this is as far as we go, huh? No, look, not here. We're really in trouble, look. I mean, I can't get up that. I'd have to strip down the whole bike. The problem is this step. We're going to have to turn back, guys. The problem is how we turn around here. Let's use the leg technique. I hope I can pull it off. Good thing they left, because if I fall, I'm going to make a complete fool of myself. Wish me luck. I have no idea what might happen. I literally have no choice. It's either go down in reverse for who knows how long, and it's like this. Come on, 1, 2, 3. I don't have much space since this wheel will eventually reach the cliff's edge. There. No, 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 no. Come on, easy does it. Oh god, this is insane. Beautifully insane. I can't believe it. Well, we have to take a huge detour to get to the cemetery. It doesn't matter. We did it. The thing is, this ramp, the way it's built, literally, it looks like it's for motorcycles, but of course, with a much lighter motorcycle, or going down, yeah, for example, you can go down, but going up, look at this step. I mean, look at my leg, and it even reaches all the way up to my boot. No, it's a lot. First of all, it hits me. I mean, and the problem is right there. That's the problem. They cut off my path. I didn't know it was a dead end, of course. When I got there, I said, now what do we do? Luckily, I managed to turn around, but otherwise I would have needed your help. It's tricky since everything appears neat, but then you hit a point where you can't go any further. Oh, what characters? I don't know if it showed in the video, but at one point I saw the guy in yellow, the kid who peeked out. You know, he must have thought, how did this guy get up here? What did he do? I mean, there's no way he got up here. I always say, as long as the two wheels of the bike fit through, we can make it. Of course, but imagine if you mess up a little here and you go over, you fall headfirst onto the grass and you really fall here. No, the hit could be pretty hard. Durazno, Durazel, really tough, right? I followed this bike. I thought, well, it gave me the initial push that I could go up. But now we're heading back and we'll get to the cemetery. The guys were here, huh? He sent me down that street, through here, and this is where I turned around. Well, we're arriving at the cemetery and getting here is really wild, right? Nowadays this place is very crowded, but just imagine. In the year 1851, this was all countryside, and there weren't so many houses and all that. No, is it closed? Oh no, it's open. Wow, look at this. I just ran into Maria del Carmen, who is the person in charge here at the cemetery, built in 1851, right?
No.
No?
It's just that this cemetery has 3 dates. This cemetery is from 1830.
Much earlier.
Yes, the English arrived here in Real del Monte on May 1st, 1826. That's when they came with the machinery. All this area here is where all the English miners who came to work in these mines are buried. There are English, Icelanders, and Scots. Most of the graves that have stones around them belong to mining workers, Englishmen, who came here to make a fortune, to earn money, but ended up dying.
So, for example, this grave belonged to a mining worker because it is completely surrounded by stones.
Also, according to the structure of the grave, it shows the hierarchical position they had here, right?
Well, and also, this cemetery is Masonic.
Is it Masonic?
They're Masons. The English brought us Freemasonry. So it means it's the Scottish style and the Templar style.
There's a very well-known figure here, the clown Richard Bell, buried here, right?
Yes, the only one buried differently, right?
Of course, because there's something Maria del Carmen was telling me. Look, all the graves, all of them are like this, sideways, all next to each other, if you can notice. The only one that's different is the clown Richard Bell's, which we have here. It's like this, and all the others are like that. What's the reason they're like that?
They're all facing east, towards England, also facing the birth of a new day, which is sunrise. And we have that the clown Richard Bell is the only one who is buried differently.
Naturally, the clown had to stand out, right?
Yes, because it's his last prank, Richard Bell being buried this way, because he was a clown.
For life.
It's a thank you from the clowns to him.
He kept it for life. Carmen, you were telling me that all these graves are much smaller and are for children. Why is that?
They died in a cholera epidemic in 1850, and by 1851, the cemetery extended this far.
And all of this that follows, that we see back here, all of this belongs to the generations that came after the English, right?
Here we have the 4th, 5th, and 6th generations of English descendants.
And is the cemetery still active today?
Yes, the lower part still serves as a cemetery, as it holds the 4th, 5th, and 6th generations.
But exclusively for descendants of English people.
And Mexicans who are married to descendants.
There must be a couple.
And one of them is my father.
Look.
My father was the caretaker of the cemetery. Inocencio Hernandez Lara, who is married to Abril Skew Ramirez. That's why he had that right. We have a record that he worked for 47 years and was appointed by Queen Elizabeth II of England as a member of the Order of the British Empire.
Did the Queen of England visit here?
She never came.
Didn't she? Because there was a myth that she came, wasn't there?
The one who came 10 years ago was Charles III, King of England, who, when he visited us, was Prince of England and Duke of Cornwall.
Did you meet him?
Of course.
That's great. Maria del Carmen, is there any story here, any myth, any legend, anything? Because, you know, there's always something in cemeteries, and even more so in an English cemetery with these characteristics and everything. It's like it gets a little spooky at night, right?
Well, look, whoever has the gift will be able to see them during the day. It's not necessary to come at night.
It's not necessary.
No, there's a young woman whose grave is where the Celtic crosses are. Her parents buried her here in the cemetery. A few days after the young woman was buried, her parents decided to go back to their homeland, to England. They're going to take her body with them before it decomposes any further. So they come, they bring doctors to prepare her, they exhume her, take out the coffin and open it. But when they open the young woman's coffin, what a surprise awaits these parents. They discover she was buried alive. Her eyes are open, her hands look like she was trying to get out of the grave. She dies in her own grave. She suffered from a cataleptic attack. Her parents thought she was dead, but no, she was just asleep. She was covered in jewelry. She looked like a queen, a duchess with so many jewels. And right here in the cemetery, they prepared her, embalmed her, and took her to her homeland with all her jewelry. And in her grave, they left the organs they removed from her and the things they used. Her body will be in England, but her spirit wanders throughout this cemetery because she died here. If you see a blonde girl in white here, she's the one without a name. No one ever knew her name or how old she was when she died, 14 or 15. She's a young girl who comes out at noon and at 3 in the afternoon to take her walk like that.
You know what? I have to go, Maria del Carmen. Thank you very much, okay? See you.
No, just kidding. What an incredible story. I can't believe it. It's already 2 in the afternoon. He must be nearby. Well, Maria del Carmen, I have to go. Thank you, and everyone who comes to see Maria del Carmen. This is for you. Thank you very much. And really, those who come, you know, she does it for whatever people want to give, so everyone is welcome to come visit her.
So visit the English cemetery, where all the English miners who came to work in the mines are buried, and they were the ones who brought us soccer, pie, and the Industrial Revolution.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Maria del Carmen, thank you. It was great meeting you. See you soon.
How wonderful Maria del Carmen is. She almost bit me. What a wonderful lady. Well, she showed us around the whole place. She's amazing. And besides, she lives there. It's her job to maintain it, and the people who visit give her a contribution for her work. So she's amazing. Truly amazing. I recommend you come visit.
Now I'm going to downtown because I want to try something typically English, called paste. From what I've seen, it's the closest thing to an Argentine empanada. We're at a restaurant called El Portal. This is a typical and classic place where you can try paste. Paste is a British dish that was brought by the English when they were hired to work in the mines. This is also the closest thing to an Argentine empanada. What's up?
They really established the paste tradition because miners would take this paste, which can be eaten cold or hot, to work in the mine, and they would eat them as their daily food.
So, well, it's a tradition that has continued since 1820. Here in Real del Monte. And well, let's try it. This one is meat with potato. The dough is different, but it's very similar to an Argentine empanada. Delicious. Now we're going to try another one that's not so classic, but it's Hawaiian, which is pineapple with cheese. There's the big dilemma, pizza. What is it? With pineapple or not? I like it, you know? I'm okay with it.
I'm on team pizza, but I like sweet and savory. Pineapple with cheese.
Very good. I swear to you, it's very similar to the Argentine empanada, but with a different dough, a little softer. It's strange, but greasier. I'll stick with the Argentine empanada, okay? Now, we're officially heading to the Tolantongo caves, a magical place along with all the others we've been visiting.
We're passing through what used to be an old mine. This one is called the Acosta mine. And look, this is the chimney of the smelting furnace, right? Everything we see up there. Whoa, I almost fell. Impressive. It's obviously inactive, but it has its own museum. The Acosta Mine Site Museum.
They set up the entire museum here, and this is where the furnace was. All these buildings remain from the time when the English were here.
There's a lot of road construction because they're building a bridge. It's finished, but now they're making a tunnel into the mountain. This alternate route was always the main one. It reminds me of when we were crossing from Venezuela to Colombia through Cucuta, where the traffic was also impossible.
And it was because they were building a whole tunnel inside the mountain. Look at this rock here, like the Tandil rock.
Well, we have quite a few kilometers. I mean, from here to there, we have about 130 kilometers, more or less. 126 kilometers, to be more exact. And I hope, let's cross our fingers, that I don't get caught in the rain. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's rain or clouds. But up ahead, too. The weather situation is kind of strange. Let's hope I don't get caught in anything. I doubt it, but let's hope not.
It's gonna take my heart and soul, my heart and soul.
They are aware of the place we're passing through. What incredible views. Look, here we have a runaway truck ramp. These are the ramps, the escape routes for trucks when they lose their brakes. No, this is crazy. The sheer immensity of this place. Wow. I told you that today we were going to take an incredible route. Well, look at this. It's really amazing. The landscape, the views are very cinematic. The only bad thing is that it's getting a bit late. The sun just went down. We're in a mountainous area, so the sun sets quickly. There are 70 kilometers left, so let's hope we can get there as quickly as possible and that it doesn't get dark on us, because the last stretch to the caves is all dirt road. We need to get there as early as possible while it's still light out.
Feeling the freedom of the wind on your face and the excitement of discovering new places, with the majesty of the cliffs, the imposing presence of the cacti, and the greatness of the mountains, which leaves us breathless. We're passing through Atsalcinta, which is a pretty agricultural area. There are a lot of cornfields. You probably noticed that a little while ago.
Well, this has all been harvested already, but it's incredible how much there is. Look how beautiful all the cultivated fields are. Some already harvested. It's wonderful.
It's like you're following a river, but really you're skirting the fields. It takes the shape. The field is usually straight, right? But not here. It's like you're following the winding road along the base of the mountain. We're probably going to get caught by nightfall, or we'll arrive almost at night. They told me this area is calm. There aren't many problems, so I feel a bit more at ease about that. But I also don't really like taking such deserted roads so late. But anyway, look, here are all the cornfields. Look how beautiful. Very beautiful. So many fields, huh? So many fields here. So much production. What a way to work the land. Incredible. And making use of every corner. Look, there's the edge of the mountain, the base, and we already have more and more fields. Wow. Like a movie, honestly, it really is.
I have walked the other route.
A mountainous valley where the vast cornfields stretch as far as the eye can see, forming a green tapestry that breathes life and tradition, where you can see the hardworking hands of the farmers who cultivate. Here, corn is not just a crop, it's the livelihood of generations and the soul of Mexican cuisine.
What will the world say?
Alright, Tolantongo routes, here we go. Look, we're starting this mountain road with quite a view. You can see it better from here.
The climb is all kind of an uneven cobblestone. Let's see, I think it was all dirt further ahead.
Hey, these climbs are really steep. A truck couldn't get up here. Only cars or motorcycles can make it. Alright, the good part's over. We have 42 kilometers of dirt road like this along the edge of the mountain. Look at this cliff and this road, wow! It's crazy, huh?
It's crazy. The road is kind of bad though. Relax, just chill, listen to some music, and keep going.
I'm so upset I can't even explain it to you, because at one point the road, there were cliffs, views, such vastness that I was like, no, you have to see this. The thing is, the camera doesn't capture that with low light.
But, well, now it got a little better and I started to see, I don't know, 5 minutes ago I saw a house here and there. It's still very isolated. Oh, what's here, huh?
Very isolated. But well, at least now I can go a little faster. But you have no idea how angry I am. And at times I was saying, hey, you start picking up a little speed, because the rocks were really loose and the bike was sliding all over the place. I swear the bike was sliding all over the place. But look at the GPS. I mean, you're watching, right? Look at all those curves. But anyway, we're doing fine. I must have imagined I have about 25 kilometers left. I mean, you don't make much progress on these roads. And even less at night, you try to go a bit more carefully. I'm being careful because I don't want to fall. I mean, I don't want to take too many risks. So it's like I've eased off the accelerator a little bit, just a little. Just so I don't take too many risks and take care of myself, because if I fall on top of the hematoma, I don't know what could happen. What a path, wow, huh? The one we took. It's a shame it was at night though. I still feel a bit disappointed that it was at night. But look, now it's nice to speed up a little. Arriving at another road, I'm unsure if it's still dirt or already paved. I suppose it must be pavement. Yeah, look, pavement. Now we're talking. Asphalt, just the way I like it. Amazing. And we still have 7.7 kilometers to go. So just imagine what that road was like and how long it took us. It took us quite a while, huh? Let's see what we find. Want to see something? I just fell. Yes. Just like I'm telling you, I just fell. And do you know what happened? The motorcycle's foot peg broke. Look, this is what broke. I can't believe it. This has never broken on me in my life. There was a diesel spill. Something was there. I can't believe it, Seba. With the new suitcases and everything. No, I hope I didn't drop anything else. Let's see. Ah, on top of that, my foot hurt a little, and fixing this isn't easy. I can't step on it. I'm keeping it off the ground. What was it that made me fall? That's weird. Oh no, this is really slippery. Oh no, of course. Look, I sped up a little and the bike is already slipping. I don't know if you can see the change in pavement. Well, you have no idea how slippery this is. Friends, we don't have a foot peg on Pantera. Here it is. What a bummer, man. Now I have to figure out how the heck I'm going to fix it. Because on top of that, I had days of riding ahead, I have to hit the road. So, well, this kind of holds me back a bit. First of all, I hope my foot is okay because I twisted it. But from the way I'm moving, touching it and all, maybe I twisted it a bit, but I didn't sprain it or anything. No, this is really slippery. Really. I'm leaning on it, I don't know. No, you can't see. Of course, I'm talking, but you can't see anything. I'm resting my foot on the rear foot peg so I can have it supported somewhere. Now, when I need to brake, yes, I brake. That's right. I put my foot on the brake, but I keep it loose. Completely loose. Luckily, I fell to the right side and not to the left. But still, I don't remember. I don't think I touched down, and if I did, it was with my whole elbow, the boot, and part of my pants. I don't know if I tore any of my gear. We just entered the Tolantongo caves. There are 2 entrances and a big map. You'll see what it's like here. They warned me to watch out for the curves. They're also slippery. Yeah, they're really slippery. I'll show you a bit now that I have some light. What happened to Pantera? We have a scrape here, look. This broke, which is what worries me the most because now my foot is left hanging in the air. I just made it here with my foot resting back here. So I don't know. Honestly, I'm pretty worried. And then, this is what hit the ground. Look, the jibbies didn't get damaged at all. It's only the second day I've been using them. Honestly, we've been on quite a streak. Luckily, nothing happened. I'm not sure if I did anything to the suit. I don't think I did. But do you know what it really reminded me of? It was the fall we had in Venezuela leaving Caracas with Subia. It was uncontrollable. I mean, I wasn't going fast. That was the worst part. I was coming down in first gear, tapped the brake, and the bike slipped out from under me. That's it. Uncontrollable. Another fall for Panta and me. Luckily, nothing happened. But well, oh, what a silly accident. Besides, it makes me mad. You know why? Because we came to tackle a really tough road. Really tough at night. And you fall in the stupidest way. Good morning. How are you? We woke up here in this amazing place called Grutas de Tolantongo. It's a very well-known place.
Let me tell you that we've been on a streak.
Bad luck, it's raining on us. But this place, if you saw it in the sun, it'd be incredible. Look at the view from here. Look at the whole mountain, the river down there. We have all the pools down there. Yes, these are all hot springs. And, well, they were obviously built, all these pools, where you can come and spend the day. But well, a lot of people come, stay, and can camp. Honestly, since the weather was a bit unstable and we arrived kind of at night, camping wasn't an option. But look at this place. It's incredible. You walk around and there are waterfalls. It's like a water park, but for relaxation, let's say. Look how, as we go down, there are different pools.
Look, here we have this one, and they're all infinity pools, right? You can see everything, everything, everything. It's spectacular.
I mean, it's a sea of stairs and slopes. You can keep going, keep going. Over there you have a bridge. The place is really beautiful. I highly recommend you come here and try to make sure it doesn't rain when you visit, like it happened to me. We don't have many options either, right? It was random, but it's incredible. I have faith that it's going to clear up and that we'll be able to get some really good drone shots. I have faith.
Luckily, today is a weekday because on weekends this place gets packed. Well, just look at the view you have.
I mean, you could spend hours and hours just relaxing. I'm looking for which one to get into because this water is warm. I'm looking for which one to get into. I feel like taking a dip, I really want to, but it's like the place invites you to keep going down and keep exploring because there are endless pools here. Impressive. We're up on the bridge, crossing it. It's a suspension bridge. Look at that huge steel cable. That's massive. What a shame about the weather, huh? I have faith, I have faith. Come on, let the clouds go away. I had the brilliant idea of bringing my phone and not bringing the GoPro.
Imagine it's raining over there and everything is wet. See this part? There's a tunnel, but I won't go through since I have the drone and all my gear. It leads to the other side and comes out back there. So cool.
The water comes from up there where the tree is, and it flows down. So obviously, at the top it's hotter, and by the time it gets down here, it's not as hot. But it's amazing how you can see the steam. This is 100% natural.
Not these buildings, these pools, the basins as they call them.
But the water itself is completely natural. It comes from the mountain. We're going to get in. Oh, this feels so good. No, 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 no. It's really warm. I don't want to get the microphone wet. What an amazing place this is, huh? Perfect for relaxing. Remember, come during the week, not on the weekend. I think I'll say goodbye from here. Farewell. Now we have to handle the Pantera situation.
So let's see what we find. I hope you like this place and everything we saw yesterday too. So, well, here we are enjoying a bit and thinking about how to solve some things we still have left. I met some friends here from Chiapas, followers of the channel, and I want it to be on record that the path is slippery, and they arrived in the rain. Imagine, I fell yesterday when it was dry. Dry, right?
We did it in the rain.
So, well, these guys here are geniuses traveling from Chiapas, from Chiapas, from Chiapas. We keep going.
You know how slippery it is. They come to warm up my hands a bit because you have no idea.
It's 10 degrees out and it's raining. My hands are freezing. Look at them. Red. Really red.